I did some vinyl plank flooring in my house a couple of years ago, and it really turned out pretty nice. And I got some tips for you guys out there. You take all your vase molding off, and then you buy these vinyl plank lengths. You measure whatever you want to get, the width and the length of them. You can place them on the floor and figure out what you need, and then add a couple boxes because you're going to be making a lot of cuts and you throw away a lot of scraps. So get a couple boxes extra. And then the tongue side, there's tongue and groove vinyl plank flooring. Now the tongue side goes, I started at my front door. The tongue side you cut off, and so you got a straight edge along the wall. And you start on the left side here. Now, when I got to the door openings on this left side, I left the tongue on because this piece where my foot's at, you gotta leave that tongue side on at the width of the door to put the next piece goes in opposite way, so the groove goes into the tongue. And then I got these transition metal strips. I painted Rust-Oleum brown on all the rooms. I'll show you. And it's better than the transition strips to take forever how to figure out how to put them on. These, you buy these metal tracks, paint them any color you want, nail them down. They look pretty good. Now over here, my door opening was about 36 inches. It's about close to 36 inches for the opening. Now these planks were 7 inches each. So that would be, if I got 5 of them there, that would be 35. And then when I put my vase molding back on, I was just a little bit short. So I bought this shoe molding here, and it's called quarter round, or sorry about that. It's called quarter round or shoe mold. Sorry about the fuzzy stuff. Quarter round or shoe molding you put all along the wall, and that'll cover that. It's 1 inch shoe molding. That'll cover that little bit of gap there. But it looks better all vertical. If I would have done it horizontal, it wouldn't look as good. Now when you put these down, when you cut all the boards, get you a jigsaw, and you want to when you cut the pieces, it's easier if you try it with a knife to score them. They're hard to cut them. Get you a jigsaw with a real fine blade, and then stagger every other one. You see how I got them staggered? You start at the door, and then every other piece you stagger it, so you got a nice staggering effect. And then when you get over here to the edge, they got this special tool here. They got this tool when you get to the last piece coming toward the edge, and this is with the molding off. You put that in there, and then you take your hammer and it pulls along all the whole edge. It'll pull that piece. It'll pull that piece tight with this bar here. It'll pull it nice and tight. Your last piece. I'll show you again on the bar. And it'll pull that last piece in there nice. You put your base boards on last. And they got these spacers here. I'll show you. I got a whole bag of these spacers I bought, and they're like maybe 1/4 inch spacers. You put them all along the walls about every 3 feet, and you tape them. You tape them on the wall, so when you put your boards along there, it keeps them like a good contraction and expansion when these things move around. And these is just tips for you here. And now you want to start off at all your doorways, and you take a scrap piece and you flip it upside down where all your doorway pieces are. You get you one of these oscillating tools, and it has this blade on here. So when you put a piece upside down, then you put this tool on there, and then it'll cut a nice cut off of that. So when you put your vinyl planks in there, it slides right underneath the doorway. So and you get it looking nice. Here's my shoe molding again all along the cross. This is this 1 inch shoe molding or quarter round, and that'll cover up a little bit of a gap if you got to put that on there. Now here's my transition tracks. You can go from vinyl plank to carpet, and you put these tracks on there, and it covers it up pretty nice. Now this is the first time I ever done vinyl plank flooring. Now I did it again in this other room here. I bought a different brand and did one of my bedrooms here. I got a 4-bedroom house, so these other 3 rooms I got, they're carpeting. Now when you get to this part here toward the bathroom, you put that metal transition track. I got another transition track there, covers it up nice. Now you might have to build it up a little bit there. You might have to put a couple scrap pieces to match up from the vinyl plank flooring to the tile to make it nice and level. Put scrap pieces in there, and then put your metal transition plate on there. But that's pretty much about it for me here, and that's a lot of tips that'll help you to make a nice floor here for your house. And God bless you. Have a nice day. Jesus is Lord. He's coming back soon. And you have a nice day. I hope I helped you out. Thank you. Bye-bye.